Are you ready? The Cornelia Stephanie Show. Wake up to love, your call to action. Join Cornelia as she empowers others to live heaven on earth. Cornelia teaches listeners how to be the authority over yourself, embracing your inner guru. Feel yourself uplifted into limitless expansion, integrating ease and grace in a changing world. This show will cover topics such as unconditional love, your physical body, how to be in extraordinary relationships, create financial and emotional wealth, embracing entrepreneurship in the new earth.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cornelia Stephanie Show. It's an honor and a pleasure to be with you. I have got the dream team in the house with me, and we're excited to talk to you today about this incredible energy that we're welcoming in with the Year of the Dragon. And Annie McDonald is here, and she's going to be facilitating this call. We've also got Susan Axelrod, Peggy Bell, Karen Lubin, and we're here to enlighten ourselves and enlighten you. So welcome to the show, everyone. Yay.
Good to be here.
Everybody's waving. Okay, cool. So Annie McDonald, why don't you tell us about what this call is going to be about, the Year of the Dragon, when does it begin? And you are in the know about all this, the Chinese New Year.
Thank you. Thank you for everyone listening. So I don't know if you can feel the changing energy yet. What's wonderful about the Lunar New Year is that if you miss your New Year's resolutions from January 1st, you have another beautiful new opportunity to begin again. Today is also the halfway point between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. So springtime energy is starting to rise. I'm an acupuncturist, and in traditional Chinese medicine, we watch the cycles of nature because we are, as human beings, part of nature itself, and everything is cyclical. So over thousands of years, the Chinese astrologers observed repeating patterns and cycles of energy. There are 12 zodiac signs that people may be familiar with, named after animals. So it's kind of invoking the energy of that particular animal. And then there are also 5 different elements of nature. So there are 60 different combinations possible. So we're in a 60-year cycle. We haven't seen a year with this flavor of energy since 1964. So if you think back to 1964, it's kind of a revolutionary energy. We were about to launch the space race. So it's a kind of exciting time, and we can hearken back to that time with our own 2024 variation of that. So the past year has been a Yin Water Rabbit year. And starting, it's technically February 10th, but starting February 4th is when the cycle starts to shift. So over the next week or so, we're going to transition from a water rabbit year to a yang wood dragon year. So if you just conjure the image of a rabbit and a dragon, you'll see what a potentially dramatic shift in the energy might feel like. So I personally don't like to be prescriptive and tell you what everything means and what the forecast will be, because life isn't like that. This is just an idea to explore this energy, see what it means to you, open up some questions about what it might mean to work with dragon energy. So let me just give you a quick overview of some of the words and concepts associated with the yang wood dragon. So first, there's yin and yang. Yang is, of the 2 pairs, yang is activity, a little more masculine energy, daytime as opposed to night, bright as opposed to dark. So it's very active energy. Also, the wood element is the element of springtime. So if you picture the energy coiled within a seed that finds its way up through the dark soil, follows the sun, and unfurls into new growth and blossoms into springtime, it's that flavor of possibility. So creativity, planning, dreaming, knowing how to pivot and grow towards the sun. The thing to watch out about with the wood element is movement is very important. It's extra important with the wood energy. If you think about a tree branch growing, and when that movement is stuck or hampered in some way, if the energy feels stuck or stagnant, frustration can build up, irritability can build up, inflammation, even anger. So it's important to have an outlet and just go with the flow rather than kind of digging in your heels and staying stuck. And then moving on to the dragon itself. It's interesting to think about from a Western perspective. I think in like Western tradition and folktales, dragons are kind of scary. We want to slay them. We want to be rescued from them. But in Chinese culture, and I think Asian culture on a larger level, the dragon is very mystical and mythical being with great power, often brings luck and is an auspicious symbol. It's very confident, visionary. It's viewed as a messenger from other worlds and dimensions. And in the Chinese zodiac, it's the only creature that's mythical. The others are pretty everyday, pig, goat, rabbit. So it's a very powerful symbol to work with. And if you approach it from, I would invite you to explore what the dragon brings up in you. Do you have inner dragons that you might have been afraid to face? Might some power be unleashed if you were to approach your inner dragons? Might there be treasure being guarded by those dragons? So that's my overall introduction to the flavor of the year. And I'd love to hear what pops into your heads when you hear about wood dragons.
Okay, so I just want to say I loved this. I love this. I love this energy. I love your presentation, your talk on it. It was really great. Uh, I feel like I'm already in some of these energies as well, and I bet some of you are too. Like for instance, I feel like my creativity right now is next level creativity. I'm really stepping into my creativity on a much deeper level, fun level, all those kinds of things. So that's very exciting that that's part of the uh, dragon energy. The vision, the visionary. We just did that in the meeting. The visionary, right? Having the vision, which is fun, and the dream. All the things. I'm really excited to play with the dragon energy. I know that like last year, the year of the water rabbit felt to me like I'm a rabbit anyway. So, but for me, it was like a lot of emotion with the water rabbit. There was a lot of emotion last year to feel, to heal, to clear, and move through. And I feel like now with the year of the dragon, it's fire, baby. It's on. It's let's go. Let's get something. Let's get something done.
It's definitely an invitation to reignite your fire, reconnect with your inner fire, maybe let that flame burn away some things that have hung around too long.
That's good.
I love this idea, which I don't know much about this, that you said the dragon is the only zodiac symbol or animal that is mythical. So I love that idea. I love the idea of bringing mythical into our lives, into the world, into the field, as Cornelia says. And there's a lot of opportunity there because most of us are very, practical. Most of us are very grounded in, paying your rent and the things that you have to do. We don't ever get the opportunity to kind of rise into the mythical. And so I love this. I love this. I'm already looking forward to listening to this again, Annie. And I want to thank you for the opportunity to think of how I can bring mythical more into my world right now, this end of this year.
Another thing that's interesting about the dragon is that it has the power to obviously fly through the skies and the clouds, but it can also traditionally swim in the ocean. There's water dragons, and then it can also tunnel through the earth. If you think of the underground caverns filled with jewels and crystals, and magic, the dragon opens so many possibilities to think about for yourself. Have you been airbound and ignoring how you could swim through water or touch tunnel deep in the earth?
Wow. I love that too. And, Annie, the questions that you just asked were so profound to me, to just look at what does a dragon, a wood dragon, bring up for each of us. And also this curious question, which was great. Do you have inner dragons to unleash? Wow, that is such a fantastic question. I'm going to really sit with that one. And then, what treasures might I be guarding? What? That was I had to kind of think about that. So I want to thank you for that. And I'm just so curious because at the beginning you talked about revolutionary energy. And I'm real curious as to what does that mean in the world? Because there's so much revolutionary energy happening with wars and fights between countries and peoples and these governments. And can you say more about that?
Sure. Well, another year of the wood dragon, I believe, was 1783, which was around the French Revolution and the end of the American Revolution. The wood element is very interested in justice and in what do you stand for? What will you take action for? And it is the potential downside or danger to the wood element is this buildup of frustration and anger. So that can definitely lead to aggressive energy, warlike energy. The challenge is, how can I take my inspiration and my ideals and my visions and with integrity fight for them without necessarily turning it into aggression?
Yeah, I add something to this, and that this is an important piece for everybody, is that find a healthy expression of your anger. Find an outlet to release the anger out, because don't hold it. Don't hold on to it, and don't project it onto other people, and don't hurt other people, but certainly don't hurt yourself. These are all important things. And having a healthy expression of anger, getting the anger out, and then taking that fire that you just released constructively out of your body, then take that fire and do the vision and use it for creativity and fuel. That's what's really, really important.
I like that you said also that it was an outlet for anger, and someone very influential to me told me just that yesterday. So I think that's my sign that I really need to pay attention to that. And I love that, there's a treasure being guarded. That's intriguing to me.
Yeah. Well, oftentimes anger and resentment are important information for us. It may mean that a boundary has been crossed that we need to look at, and what's the something that anger really is protecting what we care about. So can we focus in on how to nurture what we care about in more productive ways, perhaps, than blindly lashing out?
Yeah, and you as an acupuncturist, I'm sure that you see this a lot when you're releasing tensions in the body for people when they're holding on to their own anger, holding it in the body, and then it attacks it goes to certain organs or whatever. I mean, I wrote the book on anger, so that's where this I have done helped many people release that energy out. When we hold it in, and how the anger inside the body can be like a hot coal if you think about it. So a lot of people don't want to acknowledge they're angry about something because they want to be nice and they want to be loving and they want to be they think it's bad, but God gave us this emotion for a reason, not to hurt each other, not to create war with it, to use it. So, because I always say, underneath the anger is a truth that's waiting to be claimed.
Yeah, that's what the dragon might be guarding. That it on the surface, it's the scary dragon breathing fire, and when you know how to tame the dragon or respect the dragon and ask for its information, behind it is this treasure of love and care and truth, potentially.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Annie, you also are gifting, or was it a gift? You had a link. So when you all are seeing this link on social media, can you put the link, Annie, when you see the video?
Oh, sure.
Because you were offering something where people can learn more, right?
Well, I'm offering this year. I was called to offer, I do virtual sessions that are an hour long, and it's helping you explore the energy and how it might want to move in your body and in your life. So I'm calling them Dragon Quest sessions. The first part is some bodily practices. There's actually a Qigong practice called the swimming dragon. And how might that feel to physically embody the dragon energy? What if you use your body rather than just intellectualize it, what might you learn and discover? So the first half is some physical practices, some breathing exercises. And then the second half, I work a lot with sound. So it's a guided meditation sound bath that's, again, exploring these questions and this idea of what inner treasures might be revealed if I dance with the dragon.
So good. Dragon.
I know, that sounds so good.
That sounds fun.
Yes.
I mean, your Dragon Quest, I love that. Everyone has to sign up and check that out with Annie, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's done over Zoom, so you can be in the privacy of your own home, safely exploring dragons at your own pace.
Looking forward to that, Annie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And now tell us again the date that the Chinese date, the Chinese New Year, when that begins.
Well, I think the official observance this year is February 10th, but starting February 4th is when kind of the energy will start. It's hard to contain an energetic energy with a single boundary. So starting February 4th, it will start to float in, and then February 10th is the official holiday.
I'm wondering, Annie, if we should make this part 1 and do a follow-up with you on this. What do you ladies think? We do a follow-up as we're watching the energy unfold also in our own lives, and we do a follow-up. Does that sound great? And then you can
Yes, I'll be there.
Sure. Sure.
Excellent.
We have a whole year to figure out what the dragon is trying to tell us. So we should definitely observe and then check back in with each other. That would be wonderful.
Good. Well, I want to thank you, Annie, for being so gracious with sharing this with us and helping us to embrace our inner dragon.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for coming on the call with us and sharing your what's inspiring you about the dragon energy as well. And for those of you listening, thank you for the likes and what I see you liking and listening to the talk. I appreciate that. And we'll see you again next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Annie.
Thank you.